3 with Comrade Anthony Kabaka Adu. He's an APC chieftain, and he's here to discuss or to tell us about his struggles. We are discussing Tony Kabaka Adu and the evolving issues in Edo politics. You are very welcome, comrade.
You are welcome, my brother. Good morning.
To join us, please go to Bloomshire Nigeria, Bloomshire page on Facebook and give us your comments. If there are any questions you want to ask the comrade, please put them there so that we can put them to him. Let us get into the matter, comrade.
You're welcome.
Tell us first of all, who is Comrade Anthony Kabaka Adu?
Well, my name remains Anthony Kabaka Adu, the son of, I'm from a royal family. I'm from Adu family in Ugbe, Uredo local government, close to the urban market and the palace. That's my hood where I grew up. I attended Ida Primary School. From Ida, I went to Ugbe Primary School. From Ugbe Primary School, I went to Baptist High School. I school here, and by God's grace, my father is a retired officer, military officer. My father retired as a warrant officer.
Nigerian Army.
Nigeria Army. Yes. I grew up in artillery barrack. I grew up in Ojo Cantonment, then the largest barrack in Africa. Then my father was also a musician. From music, my father joined the military. So my father was a bad guitarist to the Bolivia, Osita Osigbeme, late Bolivia, the father of young Bolivia.
Popular Bolivia.
Bolivia, yes. My father were the one that played that music called Oba No Ye. A mini sati my meremo. Then my father was also the one that played Sigi Nogi Ba Yao Ye. They also the one that played this track. Upone Imami Daraba Imami Ye. If that my father Abon when he was playing with Bolivia. Well, since I grew up, after my secondary school, I became, because the hood I grew up, we normally play bands, normally play traditional bands, this palace band, festival band, so we were superstar in it. So from there, I was now playing with my senior brother, playing conga. After my secondary school, playing conga with Ohen, the late Ohen. Then from Ohen, I now joined the Talent of Benin. Then from the Talent of Benin, I also play conga for Ukodo, which is still alive today. The Talent of Benin is still alive. Then from Ukodo, I also was backing Osamore Joseph as a second guitarist, second congalist. So all my life, all the days of my life, I grew up with music.
So you play the drums and the guitar?
Yeah, I play. No, I don't play guitar. I play drum and vocal. I play and vocal.
Okay.
I play anything leather.
Okay.
Yeah. Some people use wood while we use our bare hand. So I'm a superstar when it comes to anything leather, when it comes to music. And I'm also a vocalist when it comes to music. Now, how do I involve in politics? In politics, when I was growing up, then FPN, UPN. My senior brother, President Chief Osamede Adu, and late Bayer, late Sunday Agbagbayan, all of them were playing it with Oba Digie, then Chief Uhuamu. I was small. Then in
around what period of time?
I'm talking of late 80s.
Late 80s, okay.
Yeah, late 80s. So then we normally have a MPN, UPN. MPN, they'll gather fruits in basket like this, different fruits. Then you see the logo, MPN. Then UPN, then we're having the light of a candle in Nigeria, man. So I looked that time, I was very small. I normally hold flag and join them with the vehicle if they are going out for campaign. At times, my brother will be quarreling with me. Well, what are you doing here? You because I will sneak and join them, carrying flag. So from there, I was having the awareness. Then after then, we were collecting revenue called Igoto. That Owo Ile for Lagos, they call it Owo Ile, money for grant. So as we were doing it, at a time, the military now came on board. When the military now came on board, they now drove us away. So after some time, I have to move then. Then Major Meriga, we now approach Meriga that we can be collecting this revenue and be balancing the military. When military man were a council chairman, military man were a governor, military man were the what do you call it, commissioner. So we work with them. From there, democracy came on board.
All this is in, of course, in then Benin
State.
Yes.
So if people are looking at me that I start politics today is a lie. I know Pastor Isaiah Yamu when I was a small boy. When Pastor Isaiah Yamu was working with Lucky as a PA or either PA or secretary, then Ebomoyi was a councillor in Oredo. So if you look at in my present, Georgida was the chairman of Oredo local government. In my present, Oyegu was the governor. I was playing part in all this election.
Yes.
But you know, when you are playing part in election, when you are following somebody, the person you are following is the one that you share your dividends with. So whenever they empower them, we also be empowered. So this is how we are playing it. When it gets to one time, we now support Osarieme Osumba after Oyegu, after Lucky Igbinedion. Everybody knows I was a boy. I'm a product of Lucky Igbinedion through Osage Zayamu. So I play politics then. Nobody recognized me. Nobody want to even. But if they give you job, if you cannot do it, we'll lobby with you since you are the one that they gave approval. We'll do the job for you. We'll still get our own part. So that's how we are doing it. And at the time we'll see play entertainment music. At the time when somebody is having occasion, we'll lead our boys and friends there. We'll go and entertain. They will spray us. After then we'll come and share money just for we to feed and earn our living. So from there, I think things were now military were now on board. Nothing to do again. So then I now joined what we call practical and theory. It's not everything I would say.
Yes.
I was now doing practical and theory, what we call wash. Because we don't want to, I don't want to thief. I don't want to engage in criminal activity because my father was a soldier. And a soldier, 63 NEA, those are the real soldier. So my father normally say, this is my first wife. He called his gun. He said, this is my first wife. Your mother is the second wife. I joined the military to serve and retire as a military personnel. If you feel you want to swear my name or disgrace my name, this is the gun I will kill you. So you know military man, when they say the award is born. So I was born and brought up in a brutal way. My father was so brutal. So any mistake is beaten, you know. So then when I was not growing up, I said, okay, may God give me my life. I will treat my children like a gold. That's why today, when I gave birth to my kids, they attended the Igbinedion right from Montessori, even though when I was not empowered. I normally make my money in the street. That's why they call me street governor. So politics of today, some people want to play game with it. It's not so. Even though everybody is contesting as a governor, one person must emerge.
Coming to that.
Yeah.
Thank you very much,
God bless.
Comrade, for giving us some of this background. You have raised some very interesting points.
Yeah.
You are saying that the history of political evolution, even in Edo State, has you playing a part from a very long time ago.
Yeah.
Now, how did your relationship with the current governor, Godwin Obaseki, evolve? Where did it come in? How did it start?
Yeah, well, my involvement with Obaseki, when we were trying to organize this, after Oshomole, we were about to leave. So I was with Oshomole. Oshomole, the present national chairman, empowered us. He said he want to change our lifestyle. He want to make sure he build us as a human. So with that word of advice, word of encouragement, we work so hard to make sure the predecessor that is bringing will succeed. Normally, I was not supporting Obaseki government for his coming, because normally it's my mother relation, the same grandfather with my mother.
That's Governor Obaseki.
Governor Obaseki, even the same grandfather with my brother's mother, Osapamano Mole.
So we
are all related. He's my uncle, while I'm his cousin. You know, when they were bringing, really, I don't know him from day one. not until when he came on board with Oshomole from Lagos. So I was not happy that my brother is in government as there. I don't know him. So not until I was having challenge with Oshomole, when Oshomole now said we should go and be campaigning and be working for Obaseki. I said, sir, but you gave me to Osarodion Ogie for me to be working with. This is the truth and nothing but the truth.
So originally your sympathy was with
Osarodion Ogie,
not Obaseki.
Yeah, and Osarodion Ogie with Shaibu were in the same. Osarodion Ogie was supposed to be the governor. Why? According to the plan we were having on ground. Yes. Why Shaibu will be the deputy to Osarodion? So along the line, as we were ready the crusade, we were holding our ground for our aspirant to succeed. That is Osarodion Ogie. The government came from above that everybody should support Godwin Obaseki. And I said, but sir, we have been building structure for Ogie. Then the governor then said, the structure you are building is for APC, and APC remains one. We need somebody that can manage the affair of Edo State, that will not let us down, that will carry the politician along and continue from the development where it stopped. I said, you know better, sir. But me, I'm already with Ogie. So along the line, I went to suspension because I was a revenue collector at Akugbe Venture. You understand? I went on suspension for 3 months because they went to go and lie on me that I'm not supporting Obaseki, that I'm supporting Odubu. Then I was not even supporting Odubu, I was supporting Osarodion Ogie.
Yes.
So before I know, Osarodion Ogie and Shaibu, they have already queued up with Obaseki without we knowing. Then in the evening, and I went to them. I said, sir, what? He said, please, you know, this Ogie telling me now. He said, you know, I don't have a political father, I'm standing alone. There's somebody I'm working with said I should pay my loyalists and I should disorganize my structure and give it to Obaseki. So he's our father, he's our mentor. We need to listen to him. Okay, we are now addressing us so that we can support Obaseki. So even my candidate was the first person that we are supporting this present governor. There's nothing we could do than to join the crusade because Oshomole knows the best for us. That's what we were thinking. So we now started supporting him. After supporting him, he now emerged as a governor. He immediately emerged as a governor. He shut the door against all politicians. So at least when governor came on board, you give him chance to balance equation before you can see outsider, because government is not a thing of today and tomorrow. So we gave him time like 1 year. After 1 year, I now jammed him when he was coming out from occasion. He said, my brother, where are you? Come and see me. Why are you? I'm not seeing you. And I went to his office. And I said, my excellency, you know, before you came on board, we promised a lot of youth and a lot of youth support this crusade. I know business cannot be as usual. If there is a way you can engage these people, he said, what I'm going to do for you people, I'm going to engage you people in farming, so that the rest of your life you cannot depend on government. I want to divert your habitat to something that will be giving you, that you will benefit once I train you.
Something sustainable.
Yeah. And I was happy because the way Amana, he was saying it. He now said they should give me 100 hectares in Airport Road. Instantly, he now put a call to Osarodion Ogie. They are still alive. If I lie against anybody, what I'm saying here, may God Almighty squeeze life out of me. I normally swear it because God is supersede. So good. So when they now say I should bring name, and I gave them my name, Akugbe. Then I said they are going to bring out 100 hectares for we to be farming. They will give us tractors. You know, that time when it came aboard, farming were something because money were coming from Agric. So we were expecting, not until one day again, I said, let me go and meet this man. So I now met him again. He now changed what he told me before. He said what he's going to do, the land that they bought for this industrial park, that I should bring my boys, 500 of them. They will be paying them 20,000 at the end of the month. They should go and be monitoring that site. And nothing is going on there. I said, they said for people not to encroach that land, that's okay. But sir, these people you are saying, some of them have family, they have kids. And a gate man, an Hausa man that is a gate man today, the lowest they receive is 15,000 or 20,000. And these people, they are going to be using their fare inside that salary. Maybe at the end of the day, they will not get anything. If you can increase it, we pleaded. He said, no. How much is minimum wage? I can't pay that. You know, I read it. Not said he was eating. That's the present governor. He said I should eat. I said, no, sir, I'm not hungry. Because really what I came there for, if God has blessed me, at least the people that labor and suffer with us, they should engage them. So I now met him again and I said, sir, I want to plead if you can do this thing for me, since you have a partnership with China. Can you let us bring even though 10 of our boys or 6, let them take them to China, let them train them, so that those ones will now come and train the one that is ready to learn, so that we can get these people.
What did you want them to be trained in?
You know, in China, there's a lot of training. They have this carving work. We call it art work. They do it in China. They do a lot of things in China. Okay. Even to this printing press, they do it in China. So we suggested all these things. Nothing in our call TJ. Say, TJ, take note. Kabaka will travel with me. We are going to China so that I can go and see what I'm telling him. I was very happy that I want to travel with the governor. Not until I met him again, Planche. What will I do? Because I know how I labored during the time of inauguration of the Oba of Benin. I'm a part and parcel of the son of the palace. And I say, let me go and complain to the Oba. And I went with my crowd after we greeted. Baba now say, what is the problem? I hope Benin is okay. I said, Baba, Benin is not okay. I was having the opportunity because Baba was asking how the atmosphere. Baba want to know if everybody is okay because he's the father. So I was having the opportunity and I opened up that, Daddy, no, most of our youth are jobless. And we've approached this governor several times. He have not listened to us. Baba, this CDA that they drove, if they can merge us together, let us be in charge of our community, let us be taking care of security. CDA is gone, so that we can engage these people to eradicate courtesan killing and kidnapping and armed robbery.
And to keep them busy.
The Oba were very happy for the idea. He now said we should go and compile the names of the CDA and the names of the people that work in politics, so that he can give it to the governor to engage them even with the security votes. Really, we wrote all the names and their phone number and address. We were happy when the palace, the Oba Benin Oba Atokpe, received it from us. We were very happy. We are now celebrating that our youth will soon be engaged. So the palace gave him the letter. Nothing comes up. After 6 months, the palace called me. How far the governor going about you people's case? I said, Baba, nothing. He said, you mean it up to now? I said, Baba, nothing. So we reported to the monarch more than 3 times. So we have to rest and leave the rest for the ancestors. So that's it. So before we started launching, because our party, people were now leaving the party, APC. So we are now moving to other party. So I now call all the youth in Edo State. We now assemble in my house. The video is still there on YouTube. I now said I pleaded with the governor to please not to neglect these politicians, because tomorrow we will need them. After that I pleaded, so I was called by then Dennis Idahosa, now president, member House of Representatives. He's still there serving. So Dennis now approached us. He now took us to the governor. All we are thinking that during this video, he will talk to the governor and bring all the party members back together. He said they don't have followers. He said, come. The question he asked me that I was surprised. He said, come, who is sending you? Why are you fighting? Why are you fighting for those people that are not irrelevant? Those people that doesn't have a follower? I said, he said, come, who send you? Is it Oshomole that send you? I said, no, sir. Really, God and man. Since Oshomole went to Abuja, I have not charmed him. It took like 2 years when Oshomole were coming from Abuja. We now receive him in the airport. He says, Oshomole that send you. I said, no, sir. I just think because everybody is being neglected. and nobody is coming. No, before, if you leave your house as a politician, your son call you or your daughter call you, mommy, where are you? Saying you are in government because you know you are a politician. Even though you don't have your mother is not empowered, they will have hope that my mother is in government. One day something will come. Not politicians that normally go to government. The door will shut against everybody. To the extent, the enigma that Oshomole were using to make sure this government succeed. After this government emerged, he said before enigma can come to the government house, they should go and take approval from the palace. I don't know if you understand. So when we now look at the whole things and say, wow, we are in danger then. Normally in politics, nobody call you and ask you for money. If we are asking for money, this is the time they're supposed to spend the money because you buy delegate. Now there's no delegate. Can't carry member. Go, if you are popular, go and take it. And I was so happy for the decision that the national chairman took. In every state, they have their grievances of a way and manner of implementation of politics, most especially when it comes to election. When there is a grievance, if there is a consensus and they bring out one person, there will not be a card carry member that will use delegate. This one is fighting for governor, this is fighting for governor. So you cannot come because of one person and say you must follow. Let's do it open and clear, so that whosoever that has the follower will take it. I was so happy. You understand? You know, inside this crisis, what I was expecting the former national chairman, APC chairman, Edo State chapter, Aslem Ojezua, the former chairman, what I was expecting from him is to make sure in your time this thing will not happen. I will not lie. Aslem may deny it. I met with him. He told me pop and play that they are talking to this governor. He's not listening to them. Aslem told me. If I lie, Aslem, the former chairman of APC, Edo State chapter, if I lie against you, God will ask me. If I lie against you, Aslem, may I die by motor accident. But if I didn't lie, may God Almighty ask you, because I'm saying the truth. He told me, he said they are talking to the governor because when there's crisis, it's the party chairman that's supposed to come in and bring everybody together. So nobody can even talk to the governor. I don't think somebody will be bold to be talking to him. I swear.
We are getting really into the matter.
Yeah.
Comrade, still under the mango tree, I want to just kind of
yes, that's where I'm going. What brought under the mango tree?
Yes.
All Aslem failed to do, the party were not angry. Aslem were not taking side as a party chairman. We are not taking side with the governor to neglect his party follower because he's getting some little things. No, that is not how to lead. As a chairman of everybody, you make sure your people is being carried along. If I will not be a greedy man, I'm not a greedy man. If I want to be greedy, I will not have problem with this present governor. He's my uncle. I will get something from him. He must give me one thing. But I look at it, if I get what of the people that we confuse to support, to make sure we are men. Tomorrow, which eye would they look at me? I said no. If I don't need anything, but these people engage them, they fail. Today now, these same people, you need them. And I don't know if you understand.
Yes.
So, even in that election, what makes me to sing that song under the mango tree? You know, Aslem Ojezua know that party is supreme. He failed to follow the party rules. They now suspended him. He now went on behalf of the party ESCO. He went to Abuja. Next meeting, he was outside. I was watching because we were at the outside too.
Oh,
because
you were in Abuja?
Yes. I went to go and see things to myself.
Okay.
We were not allowed to be inside because we are not member of the NEC. We were outside. Aslem were inside the coastal bus that they came with the governor. After some time, one short man now called Aslem to inside the inside vehicle and gave Aslem a tag. If I'm lying, may I die by motor accident. If I'm saying the truth, may God Almighty stand for me and let me be free in my life. I use God. I swear, and I use God. So Aslem was not giving a car. He was going inside, they not stop him. So I was with Ogbemudia, Ben Ogbemudia, the writer, was there. So the guy now took a video, and I said you should video him. They not video him. So in the evening of it, after they were showing the news, it was not inside it was not in the hall. But he came to Benin and be taking selfie inside the hall. That's why I now sang that song. Under the mango tree, under the mango tree, I slept taking selfie under the mango tree. That's how that music came.
I want to quickly point this out.
Yeah.
Please, you are invited to join us. Make your comments on Facebook/Bloomshare.
Yeah.
Also, one of the comments says you should please release an album on direct and indirect primaries. This is an aside, just so that later on we can come back to that.
Okay.
Let me quickly ask you, comrade.
You're welcome.
From your own opinion, where did this conflict actually start?
My own opinion, this conflict started. What I expected, this conflict started from the governor by shutting the door against politicians. It's like somebody you gave ladder to climb. After he climbed, he now took the ladder. He didn't throw the ladder away. He took the ladder along with himself, so that nobody will have access to climb. I don't know if you understand. I've made reference. What brought this crisis? The government, this present government, is the one that caused the crisis.
By refusing to...
By neglecting their politicians.
But the governor has repeatedly said that the politicians are constantly demanding money from him.
Okay, now...
That is the issue that he has.
Now, I'm not here today. And you are a press man. You came today, you said you want to interview me. Now, if you are a governor, I work for you. Today I come, I say, please, governor, my children have not paid school fee, you give me money. Tomorrow, I will come and meet you, governor, I don't have soup at home, will you listen to me?
No.
In politics, where he make the mistake, there are some job you use in engaging politicians. This job are board, committee. The real resources is coming from somewhere. If the governor is not having interest because of lack of incoming financial money, the governor can sit on the board. If you are a chairman of social committee, this is your target, and this is your memorandum with this government. This is your target. This is the way and manner you should apply your duty. You should perform on your duty. I don't know if you understand.
Yes.
Because he want to take everything, different board that they use in engaging politicians, he took it to the extent they wanted to took POS to market women. You look at, he didn't even want a drop to fall on ground because he want to take everything. A good governor we pretend as first tenor, then second tenor he will not bring his character because of greed. This man took everything. Normally we have a board, we have a Ministry of Agric, there's a law board there, we have a protection there. It's not that now because we were not, politics is not coming close to the door. He now started giving SSA, started opening board. How long are you going? What have you benefit? And listen to the people that are joining him in now. What they benefited from Izeyamu and Oshomole's government, they cannot vow that they benefited. I could remember vividly when they were swearing in the commissioner. May God forbid bad if I have opportunity to be a governor. I will not tell my commissioner that. He said, now you are coming as a commissioner. You are rich. Now that you are coming to this government, know that you are going to be poor. Wow. I said, wow. In life, you people that is watching me, some people that is supporting him that because he didn't give you money. No. If you labor for somebody as you are playing in politics, may that person shut the door against you so that you feel the impact and what it takes. I swear to God, with the APC Kakare member, with the APC, when you test our blood, it's APC. We are like a senior opposition in our own state when we have our incumbent government. When we work for, continuity. So my brother, there's no need to lie. I swear to God, they are waiting for a person that is a politician to emerge like Izeyamu, you will see how people will deflect. Even from his own room. From his own room, they will deflect. We normally talk, we meet.
We are under the mango tree, ladies and gentlemen.
I have a lot of our bond.
We are under the mango
I have a lot of our bond that will was.
We are under the mango tree with Comrade Kabaka Adu.
Yeah.
Please remember to send your questions through Facebook/Bloomshare.
Yeah.
And we can bring them on board. Comrade.
Yeah.
Give us a history about in the course of this conflict.
Yeah.
You have suffered personally.
Wow. I can't mention.
Your hotel was demolished.
Before my hotel was demolished, let me bring it to your view.
Yes.
The day Izeyamu were decamping to APC, you know they do always to make sure they close down the campaign.
Yes.
But it still took place. No, we mobilized for Izeyamu, and Izeyamu have enough follower. They were even driving some on their way coming. So on that day, they came to my house on my behalf. They drive along and shoot my house. They drive back and shoot.
You mean they were firing?
Yeah, firing my friends, my girl, my POP. So they couldn't take a second. They know my house. If I'm at home, they won't get that draw. I don't know if you understand.
Yes.
But you cannot hide under government and start misbehaving with your youth, your fellow youth. Tomorrow, what about when the government leave? You think that person you wanted to go and kill will not be looking at you? No. That's why in politics, I'll be playing my own. I've not wished nobody. You now you are now wishing somebody. What of this your government now failed? Are you not going back to the same people? If I insulted Izeyamu when I was with Oshomole, I think I will not be bold to come and say now I want to work with Izeyamu. I don't know if you understand.
Yes.
I normally come out anytime they are trying to hide the truth. I will voice out the truth. If you like, you take. If you like, you leave it. You know in Benin, if you are saying the truth, people don't normally appreciate you because a lot of people benefit from crisis. I remember vividly when they attacked Hausa Quarter. I went there with my youth to rescue the Hausa with 50 million and gold that worth more than 300 million. That was how Shomolena gave me SSA and give 62 people SSA on neighborhood watch for we to help him to support the government. And we are still working, man. All these things are normal things you throw for politicians. Normally, there's some work that they normally give politicians. What is the work? If you are renovating primary school, they will give you a contract of like 3 million. Maybe after you do the contract, painting the school, doing the necessary thing, at the end of the day, you have 1 million as a profit or 800. Is that not a bonus to politicians? That is what politicians benefit from government. No politician that will go to government and say, give me money. You are disgracing yourself. How much will it give you? For how long you have been campaigning, working? In Obaseki time, I have a gray hair. Because after coronation, after government campaign, we now start coronation. So Kabaka did not rest. People call me auxiliary because I'm very agile when it comes to paying your dues. After paying your dues, the dividends will come. They will recognize you. That's why we work. You that are working for politics, campaign, supporting Obaseki. Tomorrow, if Obaseki emerge, you need something from him at all. What will you need? Sir, I have a proposal. You must bring a proposal. You cannot even come and meet government to come and give him what he's using for no now. In Oshomole time, we didn't see that.
But comrade,
yeah,
I want to bring you back to this the history of your hotel.
Yeah.
If you will, tell us how, first of all, how you even got that land.
Yeah.
The issue was supposed to have been that you built on land that belongs to
government.
And
is a blank
so
line.
You need to clarify this.
Okay, now let me tell you. Thank God your case cannot be in court when you will not say something contrary to the court. That is content of court.
Yes, sub judice.
Yeah, that's content of court.
Yes.
Yeah, that what makes me silent. I think this now, my lawyer will not come out. I will engage a lawyer that will read all the proceeding, what have been transpired in my case. I want to tell the public today, I bought that land from Ugbo community, and that land is not a government land. A state government did not have land in that area that I built. Ugbo community, when they were looking for primary school and health center and skill accusation. Ugbo community, people, you listen and listen good. The case is still in the court. Ugbo community now pleaded with the local government, now pleaded with Ugbo community that they need a place that they will put health center, primary school, and skill accusation. Ugbo community now gave the land to local government, Oredo, not even states. That land were fenced at the market, and the plan, when my case were going on, I brought the plan out. Somebody brought it for me from Land and Survey when they were trying to tell me I build on government land. Are you listening? When I now saw the plan, government have already satisfied their property by fencing it, and I was the last person that built there. Then I